Open this up to question and answer. Please raise your hand if you have any questions, and we'll go ahead and walk a mic over to you. We can get started. Hi, gentleman up here.
I have a few, if that's okay.
Great. Yeah, absolutely.
My first one is regarding Proposition G. I just want to make sure I have an understanding. For the raise for City Council, it's effectively asking for 100% pay raise. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. For council, it's slightly more. For mayor, 29,000 to 60,000, but that's correct.
And the city is anticipating a deficit. Is that correct? And that's why we're on a hiring freeze?
I believe that's correct. I don't work in finance and budget, but I believe that's correct based on my understanding of.
I just want to make sure I had that correct. The total cost for the bonds that I saw was roughly $845 million.
Sorry, I'll just clarify. The hiring freeze is for FY26, and the pay raise would be in effect for FY27, if that helps.
Still a deficit that we're anticipating, and the council.
A deficit for FY27? Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now the cost for the bonds, roughly $845 million. Is that the total cost with principal and interest, or is that just without interest?
For Reggie, so that is $845 million, and that includes, if you want to go. That is the capital portion of it, and that does not include the full interest.
Do we know what if I put a general 6% interest rate, that's about what's going today, that's over $1.1 billion. I want to make sure that we understand the total cost if all the bonds were to pass, not just 845, but include the principal and the interest.
Yeah,
which is over $1 billion.
So in the bond book itself, so for each one of the bond propositions, we do list the estimated interest for debt obligations to be authorized, presuming an interest rate of 6%.
Okay.
So in terms of adding all of that, you can see how that stacks up over time, as well as the estimated combined over those 20 years for each one of these.
And we have hundreds of millions in surplus, is that correct? The city?
Can you expand and...
At the end of fiscal 25, we had approximately $230 million in the unassigned fund balance.
Okay, now, since 2020, and my numbers may be off a little bit, but the city made over $84 million in interest and dividends. Is that correct?
I don't have the exact amount, but we do generate interest income from idle cash.
Okay, and how come those funds aren't being used towards some of these bonds?
Some of those funds are dedicated for specific purposes.
Okay.
Such as the water and sewer operation generates interest income.
Well, I understand that you say that the funds are restricted, but they're restricted only because of policy set forth by the city council.
Not always. Sometimes bond covenants and the like might restrict any resource generated to a particular fund.
Well, I know in August of last year, the city council changed the policy and pulled $12 million of that interest and dividend funds to put it in the general reserve and use $2 million of that for the 18th floor of City Hall. So they can change the policy. Matter of fact, the next city council meeting, they have the power to change the policy and offer taxpayer relief. Is there, Mr. Flores, Councilman Flores, is that something you could bring up at the next council meeting? Commit to bringing it up to changing that policy? And offering tax relief with that interest and dividend money?
Well, I can't commit to changing the policy.
But bringing it up. Okay.
Sure.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right, great question. All right, do we have any additional questions?